welcome to another video. How are you guys doing? Um, in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about one of my favorite changes in the sport of gymnastics. One of my viewers asked me to do a video about things that I think changed the sport. And we could talk about several of these videos. So this is going to be another one of these things that I think changed the sport, but which actually changed the sport for the better. And that's after 1996 when they changed the rule. It was just a simple year. They moved the age up from being able to qualify for the Olympics at 15, and they moved it up to you have to be 16 to qualify for the Olympics. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a big change, but I think the rule used to be you just had to be 13 back in Nadia days. But then I think you had to be 15. You know, I don't know when they changed that rule, but I know the rule they changed it. You had to be 16 was after 2000. I mean 1996, right? And eliminating compulsories too, which I think changed the sport for the better. Because first let's talk about moving the age up. Now the average age of an Olympic gymnast is 18, 19, whereas before the average age was 14, 15, which means you actually have a full gymnastics career now. It's not like you just turn 15 the year before, because you could compete a year younger. So if you was 14, you could compete in the Worlds, and if you turn 15, you could compete in the Olympics, i.e. Dominique Mucianu, i.e. a lot of gymnasts, but that's the first girl who comes to mind. So a lot of the people in Dominique Mucianu's age range, such as Vanessa Atler and all those other people, already had to miss out on the 1996 Olympics because they was a year too young then. But then when the rule changed, they also had to miss out on the 2007, the 1997 World Championships because they were still too young, right? And I know for USA Gymnastics, that was a big blow. A lot of the girls didn't know what to do and went to upgrade, and it was just a confusing year because of that one change. But for the rest of the world, most of their gymnasts from the past Olympics were so salty that the Americans won that a lot of their gymnasts continue. So they had time, they had great gymnasts, and they had time to build up. Where we was left with not even our alternates, but the girls was who was in like 10th and 12th place, i.e. Kristen Maloney, i.e. Christy Powell, i.e. These girls. I think Christy Powell was the alternate. No, I don't think she was. I don't know who the alternate was, and that's a good trivia question for the who was the alternate for the Team USA in 1996, because I think it was Mary Beth Art. I don't know who the hell it was. I know it wasn't Christy Powell, but maybe it was Mohini Mo. I don't know. I really have no clue who the alternate was. Anyhow, I think the age range now, the average age of a gymnast is like 18, 19. Girls continue well on into their early 20s now until about 22, then they'll retire. Um, it's great. Whereas beforehand, girls was retiring at 16, 17 years old. At 17, you was a grandmother in the sport. Um, Can you imagine now? Now at 17, you're a young gymnast. You're just turning senior. Like, it makes sense now. It just makes sense now. Now it's back to being women's gymnastics, and I think that's one of the things that you know a lot of the countries. Russia gets it. Team USA gets it. But a lot of the other countries, I think a lot of the countries now get it, like GB, the Netherlands. A lot of these countries get it that now we want to see grown women gymnastics. We don't want to see little girls who do easy things with their toes perfectly pointed and their legs perfectly straight. We want to see tricks like Simone Biles, triple twist and double back on floor. Even men don't do that. Simone Biles would put a lot of these men to shame. Um, and getting rid of compulsories, which I know a lot of people love compulsories. I know my homeboy um, Boris loves compulsories, and I like compulsories, but I just feel like compulsories was a waste of a whole competition in gymnastics. Like, It just was stupid. And I get it. It was supposed to be the base level routines for that cycle's code of points, right? So girls should understand how to get a 10.0 based on compulsories. And maybe that would help. Now, I don't know if it would help now. I hate compulsories. I can't even imagine what a compulsory routine to these open scoring systems would look like. Um, a compulsory vault would be what, a Yurchenko full? A compulsory bar dismount would be what, a double tuck. I don't know what a compulsory routine would be nowadays because the sport has advanced so much and we haven't done compulsories in so very long. Anyhow, so that's the video for today for this topic, particularly these two events that I think changed the sport for the better, up in the ages and getting rid of compulsories. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, and share. And remember, Michaela loves gymnastics. I love you all, gym stands. And I will see you in the next video.